And just like that, we're back. Uncle Bull Cow, Mrs. Bull Cow. Look at this funky pepper. There's still a little green left, but it's mostly ripe. You're seeing green, orange, and purple. And then this side, you're seeing like a rusty red and purple. Guys, this is an Orion. An Orion is a cross by Rocco Maltese out of Italy. This is a cross between a Fatalii Gourmet Jigsaw, a Big Red Mama, and a Yaki Blue Fawn.
We don't have any wasabi?
Not the stuff you want, no. So she eats real wasabi. We don't have any left. I have some of this garbage, the horseradish with food coloring, which I only put a little bit once in a while. We got some sushi here. It's probably the worst sushi rolls ever made.
It's too big.
Well, listen, we didn't have any sushi rice, and I wanted to make some super hot sushi. So these have actually like, they have yellow scorpion and mustard ghost in there. So we're gonna burn off some sushi, and then we're gonna do some Orion. So let's
Let me make the sushi next time so I can fit it in my mouth.
That tastes good. Go ahead, take a bite. Don't eat the placenta yet. We'll munch it with the sushi. Very complex. Like it has earthy notes. It has like super hot notes. Like, what do you think? It's pretty good, huh? Ooh, it's hot. A little soy sauce here. You want some soy? Go ahead.
Can you get a little plate?
For the soy sauce? I don't have any little plates left. I used them all and then gave Eliza the last little one. I gotta wash them. You can just put it on right on the plate. I don't care. Yeah, that's all. It's not bad, but
I annoy him for everything because I'm stuck where I am. I can't get it.
so I had some short grain sticky rice. I could make sushi with that, but I overcooked it a little bit. That's a hot pepper, ain't it? Save me a little bit. I wanted to eat some with a bite of sushi. You know, I got all these other peppers going on in here.
I like that pepper.
That is good, ain't it? So the Orion. Now, the funny thing is, that's the only one that was stacky looking out of all of them. Don't kill it on me. I want some.
I'm just taking a nibble.
Ooh.
I don't know what I like so much about it. It has everything. It's
Very
earthy,
well balanced.
fruity, citrusy, juicy, hot. But it doesn't. I haven't had anything about it that tastes bad yet. I haven't got to the placenta.
That's legit. There you go. You can have the rest. I just want to make sure I got a couple good bites of it.
It's not completely devoid of any bitterness because it is a super hot pepper, but
Got a little bitter.
the bitter is
Not
is
bad.
hard. It's not really noticeable.
No, there's not a lot of floral in there, which I like. Woo,
I don't mind
I'm
it.
sweating off that.
I don't mind a slight hint of floral sometimes, but it doesn't have any floral.
No, there's no floral notes. Very
It's,
little.
it's
little
just
bitter.
a good pepper.
Really good pepper.
It's really juicy. I had a lot of liquid.
Put a giant yellow scorpion in the sushi too, and those chocolate mustard reaper these things. They're mustard ghosts that threw chocolate pods. Woo! Man, I'm burning pretty good.
You did very good.
I got some other pods here too. We can munch on a couple. So this is a mistake. I was looking at it, and I just moved it on my finger a little bit. I wanted to take a picture of it, and it fell off. So now we got to eat it. That is definitely probably not going to be that hot because it's not ripe yet, or it's not.
Save that one for the baby.
Well, we're going to eat some of it. I'll save some of it for her. I'm just going to. I just want to taste it. So this is a golden pre-Fatalii that's unripe. Yeah. Just tastes like a green bean, pretty much. Now, you can eat some pods green if they're to the point where they're about to ripen, and they'll be hot.
I got some heat for a green pepper.
Think so? I don't know. I'm probably burning too much off the other stuff. Smell it. It don't have that strong smell to it.
Unless
so.
I was just tasting the afterburn of that. I
Probably.
put that in my mouth and then I put that in my mouth.
Woo. I got a nice burn going, guys. That Orion is legit. Now it's not as hot. You know, there's a lot of peppers that are hotter than it.
Let me find out.
But it's that
Yeah.
Fatalii. You think that's got heat?
I mean, of course it doesn't have tons of heat, but it has some.
Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot hotter than I
bit.
thought it would be when it's not ripe.
We don't know how hot a golden pre-Fatalii is. I got my grown partner's got some of those. I gave him some of those, and he's got some chocolate pre-Fatalii plants going. I only have one plant. That's that mustard chocolate ghost.
Mm-hmm.
So they were mustard ghost seeds. They were isolated too from pickles, and they threw brown pods, which is going to happen. You're going to get that. But I'm just trying to figure out the flavor profile of it. We grew chocolate ghosts last year. We ate quite a bit of them. These, they taste a little bit different to me. The inside of them, even when they're fully ripe, like this one's not fully ripe, as you can tell. Even the fully ripe ones, they still got a good amount of green on the inside of them, rather than the orangish color. So we're imagining it's like similar to chocolate ghost. It's a little bit different though, and maybe it's because it was a mustard pod that reverted back or just reverted to chocolate pods, which 9 times out of 10 is how it happens. I mean, of course, people just grow something, next thing, bam, there's chocolate. Like, oh hey. So yeah, guys. So we got some of the Reaper Narrows here.
Can I have one?
You want one of those? Yeah. The chocolate ghost out there.
I mean, do you want me to go easy on your peppers or what?
No, just say you gotta have some for tomorrow. We got everything.
Oh, we don't have anything else tomorrow?
No, I got a
Already
batch
got
of yellow mash going though. I used up a bunch of yellow pods that I had ripe. So, there's one lemon ghostly jalapenos. Just making sure there wasn't no bugs in it. It had a little hole in the end. No, it looks good. My lemon ghost jalapenos and the ghost are getting ravaged by slugs. I mean, literally, I found a whole bunch of ripe ones. They were on the ground everywhere, and slugs got to them. So, I don't know. She did something about beer. I put a baby food cap with beer on the top.
No, just put a cup of beer.
A cup of, yeah,
Or a couple cups of beer. Like, I would put, I mean, I would look it up before you listen to me, but what I'm assuming is you probably should put, like, several, like, short, like, small cups around the, around the perimeter and one in the middle or something, or just, like, spread them throughout, but small cups.
Right.
Like, what you did is fine, but you need more than that.
Yeah, I just put a couple, I put one next to the plant and one in the plant, like, I don't know, I'm experimenting. I will say though, to have slugs on 2 plants like that, and that's it for pest problems, is a blessing. I mean, sure, I've seen some holes.
We've got a lot of birds, so I think that helps on pests.
We have not seen, knock on wood, any aphids at all. Last year I grew peppers. I had basil out next to them. The basil was infested with aphids. Nothing on the peppers. This year I didn't even plant no basil. But the only reason we knew about the aphids on the basil was, really, I went out there at night, picked some, and threw it in the blender, and just put olive oil and pine nuts with it, and garlic. I made a pesto, and we ate it. Next day I went to get some for a salad. Of course, I inspected it, was washing it off, seen little aphids, and I rinsed them off, and we ate it. But
normally, I don't think birds would really help on pests because they're eating bigger bugs. I think most of the pests are relatively small, but we might actually be getting helped by birds because we have all kinds of birds.
Well, we've seen
big, small, large, medium, and some of the birds are really tiny.
Yeah, we've seen ladybugs, praying mantises, and wasps. And people have told me how essential, how good
wasps
the wasps
are real
are.
important.
But we've seen wasps on our plants more than anything. Like
We do have a lot of predator bugs, which is good. A lot of centipedes and spiders.
Yeah, the wasps.
We have too many centipedes and spiders for
Well, in our house,
comfort.
they come in all the time,
But it's good for the plant.
man. But yeah, so the wasp work good. I got a nice burn going on, guys, right now. So Orion, funny story about that. I had someone sent me some, and they were long phenoed, which is odd, but they were long, and I kept the seeds from them. Didn't know if I'd ever plant it or not. And then I started seeing the buzz, and I think I couldn't find seeds to it. Maybe I couldn't find isolated. I don't know. But I had them. I said, well, I got some seeds. The phenotype was different, but I planted them, and not that many of them looked like that. They look like. I mean, I can't say they look like this, but they're that shape. That they just have more like curves and bumps in them. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like a T-Rex maybe, or another kind of pod, but they're pretty cool looking. And it's like the majority of the plant, the phenols are like that. So that tells me the phenols were probably like that for a couple, for a couple generations for it to be like that. Because if you keep the same phenotype, so I'm imagining the guy that gave me the long pheno, he probably got his seeds were from a long pheno, most likely, and so on and so forth. Maybe a couple generations back, and that's how I ended up with that. Unless it cross-pollinated with something somewhere, which it could be, but the plant, and because of the peppers, look like it. And I just got done. We just ate an Orion from somebody else. It tastes the same. I'm imagining it's not. There's no kind of other cross in there. It's just a phenotype, which is cool. Because I mean, hey. Get something. Look at that. What the heck pepper is that? It's an Orion. All right, guys, we're going to go finish our sushi.
No.
What?
I have a question.
Go ahead, because we're on 12 minutes.
We're talking about the tiny birds. A while back, I saw what I thought was a teeny bird in a tree. And then I was like, well, no. I mean, a teeny red bird. I was like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just seeing a cardinal and misjudging how far it is. Maybe it's farther away than I thought. But then I saw some up close the other day. They're the size of finches. And similar to a cardinal, some of them are brown and some of them are red. It must be depending on the sex, like a cardinal. But they're tiny. They're size of finch or maybe smaller. They have a red head mostly. When they are red, it's mostly the head. And they fly similar to a hummingbird. I've never heard of or seen anything like this. If somebody knows what that is, please let me know. Because I've never seen it around here. I live in North Carolina. I've never heard of anything flying similar to a hummingbird. But they're so adorable. Okay, bye.
All right, guys, we're going to go. We've took up enough of your time, but I wanted to review that awesome pepper. Thank you guys for watching. Anyone that prayed for me for my infection. I went to 2 hospitals, tried to get antibiotics because it's a holiday weekend. The dentists, the urgent cares, everything's been closed since Friday. So, lo and behold, Mrs. Bokow is against antibiotics, and she wanted me to take probiotics. Sauerkraut, like fermented sauerkraut with like beets and red cabbage, ginger. Ginger, plus I have the Gingerade kombucha right there. I got organic, raw, unfiltered honey, large amounts of capsaicin, which of course doesn't have as much of the probiotics, but it's still the vitamin C from the fresh pods, the tincture, everything else, fermented hot sauce. I've been overloading, What the old Italian guy said, you gotta feed a cold, you gotta feed it. And so, anyways, I have been feeling good for the past 24
eating garlic to help
tons of
combat
garlic.
the
Yeah,
infection.
I've been overloading on every kind of vitamin, probiotic, mineral there is, and I'm doing good.
He's taking a little bit of CBD oil.
CBD oil for the pain. So it's just, come on, man. The other night I was in a hospital holding my face like this for 7 hours. Could not cope with it. It was so bad. And
CBD oil is more Not just for pain though. If you know, most people take it just for pain. It's good for a lot of things.
Yeah, circulation for anything, even just it just relaxes you. So, all right, guys, Uncle Bull Cow, Mrs. Bull Cow, peace out.